Air Force One glided into Daytona Beach on February 15, 2004, and the Commander-in-Chief gave the command.
Gentlemen, start your engines.
The 46th running of the Great American Race got underway with a small but significant equipment change. Softer tires were mandated, and both suspension setup and driving styles would be more of a factor. Greg Biffle took the pole, but had to move to the back due to an engine change. So Dale Earnhardt Jr. in the number 8 Chevrolet moved up and jumped out in front right away.
The 46th Daytona 500 is green.
Now don't forget, it takes about a lap and a half, 2 laps to get these cars fully up to speed.
And Elliott Sadler on the outside in the 38 car would love to beat Junior, get in front of that 8 car, because they're concerned if the 8 car gets in front, he's so fast, a lot of cars will not be able to pass him.
The first caution occurred only 8 laps in, as veteran Mark Martin lost his engine and oil spewed onto the track.
Oh, hang on there, Mark. I don't think Mark could see anything there for a while. He's coming.
Out. Johnny Benson.
Still can't see, I don't think, out of that car.
Robbie Gordon bouncing off each other.
That car was just completely filled with smoke. Mark did a great job there, trying to keep it as straight as possible.
Then Derek Cope and Scott Riggs got tangled up.
Here he comes. There he goes. Punch.
Hey, Marty, that's luckily a one-car accident.
And Ken Schrader was knocked out of the race on the backstretch.
Oh, trouble. Back straightaway. Rusty Wallace, Jeff Green, and more.
Easy, wave them off behind you. Back it down, coming to the caution.
That's Ken Schrader.
Kenny Schrader. Oh, darn it. Schrader and Rusty in the 43 car. Man,
There's Jeff Green.
so Rusty will not win the Daytona 500 in 2004.
Rusty Wallace in his 22nd Daytona 500 try.
But the biggest pileup of the day happened on the 71st lap, and defending champion Michael Waltrip got caught up in it.
He's
trouble.
Contact on the backstretch. It's Mike Waltrip and now Brian Vickers. Robbie Gordon, 31. The time. Oh, Waltrip's over.
25 got into
1,
it,
2,
that's us.
3 times for Michael Waltrip.
Well, there's the
Now,
big
this is
one
the
right
big
there. There's a lot of good cars right there. Is that Sterling Marlin in there?
40 cars in it. That's Michael Waltrip's car, upside down. Robbie Gordon's view.
Robbie didn't have such a good time of it.
Man.
That looked like yesterday.
We're done. My car's killed. That's us, guys. 25 got into us. That's us.
And that's inside Michael Waltrip's car.
And Michael's probably
He's getting out.
Getting out of the car now.
Michael is crawling out of that thing.
good. But you can see everything, see how close everything is in there, very confined. Plus you got the roof on you. The dash is all crushed on you.
The people in the back can see that and listen to the huge applause that Michael gets as he gets out and waves to the crowd.
It's a good sign.
Take the stretcher and put it back. We don't need it.
After that, things settled down. Tony Stewart had the lead for 97 laps that afternoon, and he and Earnhardt battled constantly.
Well, I'll tell you, that was a block.
And here comes another block. Ooh.
You know, some of the conversation on these radios have been good, Wally, but they did tell some of these guys, if you push that 8 across the finish line, it makes you a very popular driver.
Dale Earnhardt Jr. trying to pull a reverse on Tony Stewart and outbrake him to the pit lane. Greg Biffle, Jeff Gordon, Kurt Busch, Scott Wimmer in. These stops coming in the final laps of the Daytona 500. Dave?
Tony Stewart's car is just a hair loose. He asked for just a little bit more air pressure in the right front to tighten up that car. Bill?
Tony Eury Jr. told his crew on the radio, it's showtime. It's 4 tires and fuel for the 8 that come around to the left side. Back.
Jeff Gordon
who got in the last stop. The 22 car is going to beat the 24 off pit road, as does the 20 and the 8.
2 tires on the 22 car, Matt. Get you to confirm that for us, but I'm pretty sure I saw Scott Wimmer leave with just 2 tires.
2 tires on the 22 car, no adjustments.
As everyone made their final pit stops, Scott Wimmer only took 2 tires and jumped out in front. But by lap 175, the race came down to Stewart versus Earnhardt.
Wimmer up the hill off turn number 2. Here comes Tony Stewart for the lead. Wimmer to block. But I don't think it's going to work.
Looks just like Wally World, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Didn't we do this once before?
So Tony Stewart reclaims the lead in the Daytona 500. Dale Earnhardt Jr. going for the lead of the Daytona 500.
We'll see who
Tony Stewart not wanting to give it up.
97, who's he going with?
Gonna go with Stewart.
22, and he's going with Stewart.
I had to think he would.
Junior could not quite make it. He's still trying. Here he goes
Look
again.
at this. Another run to the inside of Stewart, and he might have him this time.
A great run going to turn 3. He's got it.
Good job. You're clear.
Fans come to their feet as Dale Earnhardt Jr. and Tony Stewart take the white flag. We're in the final lap of the Daytona 500. Jr. took the lead from Tony Stewart with 19 laps to go after he trailed Stewart's orange Chevrolet for much of the central part of the race. Now he's got to hang on for 3/4 of a lap to earn a victory in the sport's biggest event. Stewart not close enough to make a move yet. It's all going to come down to whether Earnhardt has a bobble or a problem in this final third of the lap.
You can't get emotional yet because you've got to get off turn 4 and back to the start-finish line.
You can see it now.
The legacy continues. Dale Earnhardt Jr. wins the 46th Daytona 500.
It took Dale Earnhardt 20 tries to win the Daytona 500. On an extraordinarily emotional day, exactly 6 years later, Dale Earnhardt Jr. won in his 5th attempt.
Good God, I'm Daytona 500 champion. I can't believe it.